Welcome to Men of the West, a podcast forged in the fire of history's defining moments, where we honor the valor, wisdom, and unyielding spirit of the great men who shaped our civilization. Here, we explore not only the thunder of battles, but also the pivotal events and timeless lessons that echo through the ages. With reverence, we stand in the shadow of our forebears, drawing from their triumphs and trials to lead ourselves into the future with courage and purpose. Today, we turn our gaze to a titan of the rugged Scottish soul, William Wallace, a name that roars like a tempest across the Highlands, a beacon of liberty that stirs the blood of every free heart. In the late 13th century, beneath the iron shroud of English dominion, William Wallace emerged from the wild glens of Renfrewshire, born around 1270, into a land groaning under the heel of Edward I's tyranny. A youth tempered by the winds of the Highlands, he grew strong amid the whispers of oppression, his spirit a flame that would not be quenched. To the Scottish people, he is more than a man. He is the heartbeat of their defiance, the sword that united a fractured nation against the invader's yoke. His legacy thunders through Western civilization, a resounding hymn to freedom, a testament to the unbowed will that defines our heritage. Let us now march with him from the shadowed vales to the crimson fields of glory, where his legend was hewn in steel and sacrifice. The ember of resistance flared in Wallace's breast as the English grip tightened, a silent fury building in the misty glens. In the twilight of the Highlands, he became a phantom of vengeance, leading a band of stout-hearted kinsmen against the foe. With the stealth of a stag, he struck, ambushing English patrols along the muddy trails, his claymore a blazing arc of retribution. Picture the scene, torchlight flickering on drenched heather, the sudden clash of steel as Wallace's men fell upon their prey, cutting down soldiers with the precision of a hawk's dive. Villages rang with tales of his daring, each raid a thunderclap of hope, his cunning a shield against the English might. From these shadowed skirmishes, Wallace rose, a colossus of rebellion, his name a war cry that swelled with every bold strike, igniting the soul of Scotland. The pinnacle of his glory dawned at Stirling Bridge in 1297, where the River Forth bore witness to a clash of titans beneath a sky ablaze with destiny. Wallace stood shoulder to shoulder with Andrew Moray, their ragged host, a defiant wall against the gleaming English army under John de Warenne. The narrow bridge, a slender thread across the roaring waters, became their battleground. As the English advanced, their armoured ranks a glittering tide of conquest, Wallace's voice boomed like a war drum.
Hold, my brave brothers, and let their arrogance drown in our wrath!
With a thunderous roar, his men surged forth, toppling the vanguard into the churning flood, the river swallowing their cries. Swords clashed in a symphony of steel, shields shattered like thunderbolts, and the air thrummed with the clash of heroes. Wallace, a lion amid the fray, his claymore a blazing comet carved through the enemy, his every stroke a hymn to Scottish pride. The English broke, their retreat a shattered wave, and Stirling Bridge stood as a hallowed shrine, its stones soaked in the blood of triumph, a victory that would echo through eternity for every son and daughter of Scotland. Yet the wheel of fate turned cruelly. By 1305, treachery's shadow fell upon him. Betrayed by a Judas among his own, Wallace was seized, his wrists bound in the chains of deceit. Dragged to London, he faced the scaffold before a jeering throng, his body scourged, yet his spirit unyielding. Stripped bare, he stood tall, his voice a clarion of defiance.
I have kept faith with my people, and my soul shall soar free.
The axe descended, his head hoisted on a pike, a grim trophy for Edward's pride. But in that moment of silence, his spirit erupted like a phoenix, a martyr's cry that ignited the undying flame of Scottish resolve, a beacon for all who cherish liberty. What then can we, men of the West, draw from the towering saga of William Wallace? He is our North Star, a colossus of courage who faced the might of an empire with a heart ablaze and a blade unsheathed. His resistance against the oppressor bids us rise, to wield our strength as a torch for justice, to defend the weak with the fury of a Highland storm. His leadership, amid the chaos of guerrilla war, teaches us to lead with wisdom, to turn the tide of adversity with the cunning of a warrior king. And in his final, defiant stand, he offers the ultimate sacrifice, a call to give all for a cause greater than ourselves, to face the end with a roar that shakes the heavens. Let us take up this sacred mantle, O men of the West, standing firm against the shadows of our time, forging our legacies with the unbreakable resolve of Wallace, that our names too may resound in the halls of honor for generations yet unborn. As we close this epic journey through the valiant life of William Wallace, I thank you, noble listeners, for standing with us in the crucible of history's forge. Your presence honors the giants who shaped our world. Seek us out on YouTube, under the banner of Men of the West, where our tales blaze with the fire of legend. And I call upon you, brothers of the West, to share this podcast with your kin, to spread the thunder of these timeless truths across the land. Until we meet again, walk boldly, live fiercely, and let the spirit of our heroes guide your path with the pride of the Highlands.